On today's show, I want to answer a question I hear all the time from smart, capable women who've built successful businesses. And that question is, why does marketing still feel so hard when my business is already successful? If you've ever caught yourself thinking, I should have this figured out, or this should be easy by now, I want you to know this episode is for you. Let's go. You tell me if this is you. You're a really successful business owner. Your business is doing great. And on the marketing side, you're doing all the right things. You're posting on social, you're sending out emails. Maybe you have a podcast or a blog. So you're covering all your bases, right? But marketing has really started to feel heavy and hard and just something that's really frustrating to you. Listen, it's not about you don't need more motivation. You don't need to put in more effort. You don't need more discipline. What you're facing is an issue of where you are now. Marketing often feels the hardest after you've had success, after your business is in a good place, because you hit a plateau and you might not even know it. Not because things are broken, they're not. It's because you've reached the edge of what you know to do, your expertise. Whether you know it or not, you do have marketing expertise because you have been paying attention. You follow other business owners, other influencers, and you see the things that they're doing. They are emailing, they are posting on social media, and you have subconsciously learned that that is what you do to market successfully. That's what you do to make your business successful. That's how you bring in new people. So you have already known this. You already have this foundation level of knowledge about marketing, and you have been doing it well. And that's why your business is so successful and you have brought in so many fantastic clients and customers. It's because you have gotten yourself there. The problem is there comes a point when you hit a ceiling on that although it has worked, what has gotten you here will not get you there to where you want to be, the next level that you want to take your business to. What got you here won't take you there. It just isn't enough to get you further all on your own. So I want you to remind yourself this isn't a doing problem. It's not that I'm not doing enough or I'm not doing the right things. It's a growth problem, which really isn't that a great thing. A growth problem is an opportunity. It's time as you're thinking about your business across the board and you're thinking about your systems and your processes and everything that you do, and you're knowing it's time. It's time to scale and take this business to the next level. It's also time for your marketing to go to the next level. So let's talk about, just to affirm you, let's talk about what you're doing right. You are creating consistent content. You are showing up online to show people that you are a thought leader. You are an industry expert. You are probably running ads or experimenting with them at least. You're creating new offers and better offers that really pinpoints on the thing that your client wants the most. You're being consistent. You're listening to advice and podcasts and reading books and trying to be a more effective leader in your business. You are putting in real effort. So congratulations. You are you are a boss. You are a great leader. You're a great business owner, and you have worked so hard to achieve this point where you're at now, and you should be proud of that, and I know that you are. You're not lazy, you're not behind. It just feels hard because of this plateau that you've hit. All of these things that you're doing that I just named, the content, the showing up consistently, all of those things, think of them as individual puzzle pieces. And those individual puzzle pieces are stellar. They're beautiful. They've gotten you here. They've worked. Each one of these, each individual piece can work on its own and it can be brilliant. But the real magic, the secret sauce is when you connect all of those individual pieces together and you start to get this full picture. So when you're not there yet, when you don't have those things connected, they all take way more energy than they should because a lot of times you're starting from scratch. Every time you do an email, you post online, you are thinking about, I need something to post here. I need something to send here. What do I have to say? How can I bring value? How can I teach? How can I earn trust? You're thinking about it from scratch, and that is absolutely exhausting. And as women, as moms, as business owners, as homeowners, there's only so much we can handle draining on our exhaustion. So let's relieve some of that right now. You have been doing a lot of great things. They're just not working together. You need the whole puzzle, not just the pieces. So let's define, I think this will help with this puzzle concept. What is the puzzle? What is the whole picture of marketing? What does it really mean? Marketing isn't just content. A lot of times we think about marketing that it's just social media. And if you have a social media person, you're covered on marketing. But marketing isn't just social media. It isn't just ads or email or even referrals or word of mouth. Marketing, and let me slow down here because this is a key point in helping reframe how you think about this. Marketing is a big puzzle. It's like a 1,000-piece puzzle, a 3,000-piece puzzle. This is how someone experiences your business, both before, during, and after they work with you. It's the before they buy from you, the during, the experience of being one of your clients, and the after. All of that is marketing. It is your message that you're putting out there on social, on your website. It's how people find you. What are the avenues, the ways they can hear about you to begin with? What is the process like for them to say yes? When they decide, I'm ready to call, I am ready to click. What does that process look like for them? Is it not just, is it what they expect? Is it even better? It's also what happens after they become a client, after they have purchased. What happens next? What does that whole journey look like for them? It's also the way you think about your business to begin with. And this is what we call your brand. And that is who are you? What are you? What are your core values? Why are you in business? What's that story of why you started your business? What are your values? Who do you feel called to serve? Who is your heart drawn to? That's your brand part. The middle part is what I call your roadmap. And that's the actual things that you've been doing and doing so well. That is the podcast and the email and the social. That's your roadmap. And then the end piece is your client or customer experience. What is it like? What's it like to be one of your customers? All of that is marketing. And that's why we need this connected whole puzzle picture. We need to see the front of the puzzle box. That's what marketing is really about. That's why more effort, more more actual things, like let's say you decide to be on more channels, you decide to post more, send out more. That's why those things a lot of times do not help, because it's not that you need more effort, more discipline, more content. It's that you need to see the front of that puzzle box. You need all of your pieces connected and working together. Let's all of these pieces work together for one thing that we're going to promote this month. When you have that whole puzzle box, that's what happens. And when you do more, it oftentimes makes it worse, because that's our natural instinct, right? When something's not working, and some marketing experts will even tell you this, they will say, and I've heard this time and again, AI allows people to produce so much content. So we need to almost compete with that by creating more content, but let's make sure it looks human and authentic. That is not always the best answer. more platforms, more posting, more offers, more advice. It sometimes does the exact opposite because you're just adding in pieces to the puzzle. You still have no clear picture. You have more activity, but not necessarily more individual connections with people. So that's just adding to your mental load, to your actual to-do list. And it's generic advice to say what you should do is do more. It doesn't take into account, or any one size fits all cookie cutter solution doesn't take into account where you are now, where you're starting from, what your goals are, what your offer you want to promote is in this quarter or this first half of the year. Like, what are the things that you want to do? It doesn't take any of those things into account, or what you're already doing or how those things are working. So just doing more is not the answer in so much of life, and also in marketing. All that's going to do is further fragment. So I think of fragmenting as being scattered. So it's almost like you're doing, I know nothing about guns, so give me some give me some leeway here. It's like you're using a scatter gun. Like a machine gun almost when you're marketing. You're just out there pelting as many people as you can with your message and your offers. What we want is laser focus, and not just laser focus, it's why are you laser focused on that thing? Like, let's have a strategy behind why we're laser focusing in on just a few things. Generic advice is never going to work for a successful business owner. It's designed for a beginner who, they don't know what you know. They haven't done what you've already done. So they do need to be taught. Let's get down the basics. It also assumes that you almost have unlimited time and energy to be out here spreading word about your business, and you're already established. You don't. Your time and energy is very limited, which is why you have a team, because you have delegated things to them to protect your time and energy. And it also ignores generic advice, ignores the data of what's working and what's not. Let's build on that. It just doesn't account for your business model, the stage of growth that you're in, places you already have momentum, and your real life. So, don't we want to build something around our real life? I think the most sustainable businesses, you're not building your life around your business. You're building your business around your life. If you have kids and you want to be done at 3 or 4 o'clock, your business should be built around that. So, smart owners don't get distracted. You are smart. You are capable, or you wouldn't be listening to this at this point. Following that type of advice, generic advice, will only get you stuck. The advice isn't necessarily wrong. It's just not for you. It's not for an established business owner. At this stage in your business, growth doesn't come from adding more things. It comes from connecting. And that's what people are craving this year, community and connection. So let's clarify what matters to you. What are your goals? What's working? Let's remove what doesn't fit that. And let marketing support your business instead of being a constant drain on you and on it. Listen, pat yourself on the back. You're not behind. You haven't failed. You haven't missed something obvious, or there's some secret that you don't know about that other people do. You don't need more ideas. You just need to be able to zoom out in order to put those individual puzzle pieces into place and see a larger picture. And then you can even make better decisions about what you're doing. So, if this whole conversation has triggered something in you, if you found yourself nodding along as I've talked about this, and if marketing has started to felt more frustrating and harder instead of easier, what is going to be the best next step for you is a free clarity call. This is no pressure, no pitch. It's the anti sales pitch clarity call. It's just to ask some smart questions about what's working, what's not, what's causing you stress. my whole job is just to shine a light for you because it's so much easier for someone who sees a lot of people's marketing and can look at your business really objectively because I'm not in it every single day like you are. It's so nice to have someone to be able to shine a light. It's just a real conversation about what's going on in your business. You can schedule that at bit.ly/be weird call. Thanks so much for listening today. I'd love to hear any feedback from you. If you have questions, just things that are really stumping you in your business, I'm happy to use one of these episodes to talk about the thing that is challenging you most. I trust that this has been helpful, and I wish you a wonderful week.